Okay, welcome back. In this session, we're gonna go through a fillet, okay, on the top surface over here of this vase. So we're gonna have to create a nice radius right here. Now there's a regular way to do this is to create a fillet just on this edge over here, and we'll create a nice radius for us, and we'll go through that in a little bit. But we're gonna use a feature in the fillet called face fillet. So if I go ahead and click on the fillet, you're gonna see an option called face fillet, and I'll show you what that is in a little bit. Now in our beginner's edition, we went through what a constant size fillet, a variable fillet, as well as a full round fillet. They're all included in our beginner's edition video tutorial. Again, if you feel like some of these options, I go through them a little bit fast in our advanced edition, that's because I've went through them already in detail in our beginner's edition. So if there's anything that you feel like you need to learn again, or to get, to go back and view again to get a better reminder, please look into getting our beginner's edition video tutorial. It is cheaper than our advanced edition tutorial, and it's really nice if you haven't used SolidWorks for a while. It will catch you up on SolidWorks pretty fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and create our fillet for us. We're gonna go over here and let's go ahead and create one using a constant size, just so I can show you what the difference between constant size and a face fillet is. So for example, say I want a constant size fillet, and of course I want to make it on this edge right here. Right away, SolidWorks will preview that fillet for me, which is pretty nice. So if I actually go and look into my front view and then zoom in, it creates a nice fillet. It gets rid of that entire edge over here, and I can click on this, okay, to accept this, and then I'm gonna make my part hidden with edges. So now you can see it's actually very nice and clean. It goes straight from the edge all the way around, and it's actually something that I would probably want to see that while creating a vase. So that's not there's nothing wrong with that if you want to create just a regular constant fillet, but I want to show you also how to do this using the face fillet. So go ahead and click on fillet number 2, hit delete, click on yes to accept it, and let's go ahead and go back to fillet and click on face fillet. Now face fillet is a little bit different than full round fillet. If you remember in our beginner's edition, the full round fillet, you select 3 surfaces, for example the inside, top, and the outside, and SolidWorks will create a nice smooth radius all the way around your 3 faces. Okay, so it's a really nice feature to have. Now a face fillet allows you to pick 2 faces instead of 3. So for example, this one, I don't want to create a radius on the inside over here. I want I put water in this. I want the water to flow out nicely. I'm just gonna create one from the top over here, and then the second one's gonna be the bottom. Now, as you notice, when I selected the first face, the option stayed over here. No, I don't want that. I want to click on the face number 2 over here and hit delete, and then go back to my second face and then select the outer box over here. Okay, now as I do this, I'm going to go back to my, here we go, I'm going to go back to that, and I'm going to make sure that I got my face number 1, my face number 2. I want a full preview, even though it doesn't really show the preview, because the fillet parameters, it says 0.1. Now 0.1 is a lot to have on that, but let's go ahead and click on OK and see what happens. Okay, it's going to say fail to create fillet. Please check the input geometry and radius value. And that's what I said. Remember I said the radial value, or the radius, is too big over here, being 0.1. So let's go ahead and change that to 0.05 and hit enter. Now as long as you don't see that preview, that means this is still too big. Okay, so let's go ahead and change it to even smaller, 0.025, hit enter. And even if you press OK over here, there you go, it changes that to 0.025. Now if I want to edit this, go back to fillet, let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, now 0.025 is still pretty small, so let's go ahead and change that to 0.05. There you go, just a little bit better than the previous one. Go ahead and click on that, and there you go. Now as you can see, this one looks okay. The water can flow out, and it still has a top surface over here. So let's go ahead and put this in the front view so you can see that a little bit better, and then put this into with hidden lines. Come back over here. So this is the inside of the vase, then there's a flat surface, and then there's a radius over here. Okay, now SolidWorks is very difficult with allowing you to create a radius straight from this point all the way over here if this exact radius is 0.1. Now this exact radius over here from here to here is 0.1, and because of that, if you select 0.1 as a radius, SolidWorks will not allow you to do this. You'll have to select one that is just a hair smaller than 0.1 to allow you to do that. But a better way to do this, like I said, is to go inside and just do a regular constant radius, and SolidWorks will automatically take this and gives you the best radius possible that allows it to use its entire edge from here all the way into here and makes it smooth. So the first constant radius that we've created is actually the nicer radius to create over here, to use over here. But I wanted to show you how to use the face fillet using the two surfaces. So that's how you use this the face fillet. And in our next session, we're going to be starting using the sketch over here, creating points and splines to create the handles of our vase.